Oh, perfect. There was no sound. All right, how are we doing now? Are we doing good? Test, test, test. 1, 2, 3. All right, give me 1 second. Here we go. All right. Sorry about that, guys. Just give me 1 quick second. I need to pop out the live chat. Can you guys hear me okay? All right, market just opened. I'm gonna pop out the chat. Here we go. Do apologize for that. Dingleberry Rick at it again. All right. Again, 3, 2, 1. Time to make some money. Here we go. So as of right now, as you guys saw, I was trading during pre-market hours. I did not hold anything overnight. I'll show you guys my pre-market orders if that's something that you guys really want to see. Market just opened. Overall, you guys is still showing signs of an uptrend. Overall P&L in the day. My thing is really lagging. Here we go. Okay, nice little push. Nice little push. Okay, can we hit highs of 170 again? Let's check this out. There we go. It looks like we might be pulling back a little bit. So I have 100% of my order ready to sell. Here we go. We can go with a market order just to make sure that we get filled. Still showing signs of an uptrend. The EMA line is pointing up. My entry point was not the best. It's at an average of 167. It's not bad. It just wasn't the best based off of everything that was out there. It looks like we're actually pulling back just a little bit, so definitely does make sense. There was a slight resistance right around 170. So what I'm going to do is, just so I don't become obsessed about where the price is, if I'm up or if I'm down or anything like that, I'm going to focus on the overall pattern and direction. We're still above the middle VWAP. We've been showing signs of an uptrend. This thing has been even pulling back down to the overall SMA line, which is definitely 100% possible. How does the stream quality look? Is the stream quality any better? Is it the same? No difference? Like, how is it that you guys feel about it? Let me know. I was just messing around with it and I was trying to learn a little bit more about it. So, okay. So some of you guys are saying that it's good quality, better. Okay. Super happy to hear that. I know, that's definitely a huge area of opportunity for my live streams, and it's something that we'll definitely invest a little bit more into. So as of right now, the thing that I do want to point out about natural gas is, first of all, it was a little bit on the overextended side when I probably should have sold. Also, it is trading in between the middle and bottom VWAP, but all I was doing is, I have been awake since 4:30, I believe, in the morning. I think I sent out my first message in the Learn, Plan, Profit group chat, letting you guys all know that it was aggressively pushing up and stuff like that. So there it goes with a really nice aggressive sell-off. So there goes. There's no surprise, just like I told you guys. I mean, it's been bouncing off of the SMA line pretty much all morning. It's been doing a pretty good job holding above it to like around I think 160 was like the lowest that I saw it go during pre-market hours. I was able to buy in. Let me actually show you guys that. So for all those that are wondering, like, did I hold this overnight, anything like that? No. All my orders were done in increments of 100 shares. So I would buy 100 shares, I would sell 100 shares, I would buy 100 shares more. I'll maybe then add a little bit more. So I'm going to show you guys this just so you guys can get a better understanding of, well, I don't know why it's not allowing me to pop it up a little bit more. So we have them all right here. So you guys can see that my first order went as far back as, as soon as the market opened. So let me see when this is at. So here you go. So this shows that at 5:03, that's when I sent out my limit order to get filled. And so that's 5:03 a.m. That's as soon as the market opens here for TD Ameritrade. So I just wanted to make sure that you guys knew that. I bought, I sold, I bought, I sold, I bought, I bought, I bought, I sold, I bought, I sold, I bought, canceled order, bought, and then sold, bought, just really scalping it all morning. So you guys can see all the orders right here. I bought a couple more, I sold a couple more. None of them, not all these orders are not, you could see the ones that are filled, you could see the ones that are canceled, you could see the ones that are triggered, and the ones that are not triggered. So just wanted to make sure that that's something that you guys are all aware of, and kind of go from there. So, okay, I didn't know that the thumbnail still said Sunday Stock Talk. Sorry about that. I thought I changed it. It should to be different in the live stream here. So I'm not too sure if that didn't change or something. But yeah, let's go ahead. And one thing that I wanted to talk about was, again, this is the position that I'm in. I see signs for a really strong day for you guys based off of the overall pattern that natural gas had. So if we look at natural gas, again, it's been selling off since it's peaked, right around the 470 range. So it's been selling off since then. It's been consolidating a lot right around that 450 area. And yes, we can give it more time. So I would really set your alerts for the break above 454, 455, just to make sure that we follow up with it and see if it really starts to begin to show signs of a consistent uptrend. It'd be great to see this thing push up to the 470 again. That would push you guys well over the $200 price point. And I think that could be, a very profitable day if it ends up playing according to that. But again, as of right now, it's definitely not at that point. So if I see that it's continuing to sell off and stuff like that, I'll probably sell some of my shares and then just watch accordingly. But yeah, that's really just it. So I'm probably going to regret waking up that early. I fell asleep at around 1 o'clock in the morning and then woke up at around 4:30 just because all my alerts for TD Ameritrade were popping. And I have not been able to go back to sleep. So if you guys follow me on Instagram, you guys probably have seen, all my updates and stuff like that, and how I was up originally, I think like 200 and something dollars, and then 397, and then I broke 700, and then I broke over 1,000. So yeah, big sell off on /NQ. Let's check that out because I did see SQQ. Okay, so SQQ was pushing up during pre-market hours. So let's just talk about what's actively trending up. I think that's fun and safe to do. Let's just do that as of right now, and then we can follow up with it later. So as of right now, during pre-market hours, and how the market is opening right now, SQQQ is showing signs of an uptrend. One thing that we do want to talk about when it comes down to this overall pattern is that there's been a lot of consolidation around the low points of around $14, high points right around 15. Yes, sometimes it does go a little bit above that, but mainly it focuses around this general area. Again, don't be afraid to lock in profits. As of right now, it's showing signs of it being a little bit more on the overbought side. So again, don't be afraid to lock in profits if you don't continue to see value in it. But let's make sure that we understand that the low points are around the middle VWAP area and the high points are right around that top VWAP area. So I think that's a really good pattern to understand. I set my alert here for UWT. It was showing signs of a sell-off. It's trading in between the middle and bottom VWAP. The inverse ETF is DWT, but this thing is just continuously selling off and making lower lows, just like /CL. So /CL is a future that it follows. Again, it tried to recover and then just sold right off. It has a pretty strong support right around this like lower 55 area. But again, not showing true signs of an uptrend pattern. So instead of having UWT in my watch list, I'm going to have DWT, as that is the one that is showing signs of an uptrend as of right now. Yes, I do agree that it's a little bit more on the overbought side, but as of right now, it's the one that's pushing up. So we already talked about you guys and how I see value in it. And again, what I see value in is completely irrelevant to what you might see value in. And overall, during pre-market hours and extended hours, it is trading in between the middle and bottom VWAP. So that is showing signs of a downtrend. So again, if it just does not meet your criteria and it just isn't, feeling right, then guess what? Just don't trade it, right? Just stay away from it and wait to see if it ends up performing the way that you expect it to. One thing that I do want to talk about on this one is this is ticker symbol LABU. Very consistent downtrend pattern as of right now. I know a lot of people are watching it because it's showing signs of a potential reversal. Let's just make sure that we don't forget about its overall direction. If you want to day trade it, great. Take advantage of those good deals. Look at the MACD, look at the RSI. Don't be afraid to lock in profits and to walk away. This is definitely not something that you want to bag hold. If you're able to squeeze in, 1 to 2%, 3%, regardless of whatever the case may be, just please don't be afraid to lock in profits and let's simply just walk away. So yeah, let's move on over to Gush. So Gush is showing signs of a potential reversal. I mean, it's been trying to reverse, getting rejected by this overall SMA line. If you look at the 180-day chart, I did all my analysis already during pre-market hours, so this is all very repetitive to me. But one thing that I did identify was this overall support right around this $18 area, as you can see here. And as you can see, it's really consolidating here. But again, not showing any signs of an uptrend. That's why you see my alert set here for the break above 20. I want to start seeing if this thing begins to make higher highs. So if this thing is selling off, again, the one that is most likely going to be and continuing to push up is ticker symbol DRIP, DRIP. And again, this is a little bit more on the overbought area than more on the oversold. So again, it's showing signs of an uptrend. Great. If you see day trade potential, take advantage of it. Up to you, right? But altogether, don't be afraid to lock in profits and to simply walk away. So why trade UGAS with lower margin for profit when you can buy the dips on DGAS and get almost double the margin? Because the overall direction, because of how it was performing, how natural gas was performing during extended hours, gives me an idea that natural gas can push back up to the $200 price point. Because again, /NG was trading just a couple hours ago, right? So if we go on the 1 day, 1 minute chart, just a couple hours ago, it was trading right around the 470 area. So the last time, if we go on the 5 day, 5 minute chart, the last time that it was around that 470 area was, let's say, around in between Wednesday, right? So Wednesday, let's go back to UGAS. Wednesday, that's above $200. That's why, because the margin of profit and the opportunity cost to me is worth it. And that's why I encourage you to forget about what I'm saying. If you see value in DGAS, 100% all power to you. I don't like how DGAS has consistently been selling off. I understand that it's the season for natural gas, which is the season for UGAS. It's been playing pretty well for me, and all I was doing was scalping it during pre-market hours, and I was able to exceed by 2, right, my daily goal of the $500, and I was able to clear over $1,000 profit, and that's just before the market opened. So I have a large enough position on UGAS where I have some skin in the game. I feel confident with its direction. Now I just have to wait and see. If you're not there and you don't understand it, or you just don't see value in it, with that sole reason, if you simply don't see value in it, I would just dedicate time to either not invest in it, or to just find something that you do see value in. That's simple. Like there's so many stocks that a lot of our good traders within LPP and TechBet Solutions have called out, and it just does not make sense to me. I don't see value in it, and I don't need to. That's like the beautiful thing about trading. It's like, we're all wired in different ways, and we all see value in different ways. So don't be afraid. Feel empowered by the way that you're wired, and just understand that some people resonate very well with ETFs, and some people absolutely hate it. There's nothing wrong with that. And again, I could be completely wrong. I was up $5,000 on Friday. Don, all of you guys know Don, right? So Don said, Ricky, he had like a $500 day, something like that on Friday, and I had a $5,000 day. He's like, Ricky, you had like, 10x of what I did. And I was just like, let's just focus on continuously growing my account, right? And he was like, I agree, because again, yes, I did have a huge day on Friday, but I was probably trading with a little bit more. And also I was maybe trading something that was a little bit more aggressive. So because I had a larger day, I could also have a more red day, right? So my losses could be that much greater as well. So let's not focus on, again, how much money that we can make. Let's just focus on quality patterns. Let's focus on opportunity cost, the golden ratio, like we've talked about multiple times before. And let's have some structure. Let's have some reason for everything it is that we do. That's what's important. If there's a reason that you take part of an investment and you make a mistake on it, who cares? You're going to learn from it, right? Make sure you manage your risk. So that's going to be the most devastating part, but make sure you manage your risk, but don't be afraid to take risks. If you're afraid to invest real money, then you're probably trading with too much. Even if it's $100, if you don't feel comfortable trading with $100, then trade with 10. Something where you feel like you have some skin in the game, but that isn't going to devastate you. That's what I would say. Why do you not trade UNG, which also follows /NG? I just don't trade it. There's so many other ETFs that also follow /GC, but I choose to trade JDST and JNUG. I think it's NUGT and GUST, GUST, that are inverse also gold-based ETFs. I just don't. What do you think about natural gas season? I like it. I mean, we've been doing pretty well with it, so we're just trying to make the most of it. Let's make sure that, again, a lot of the questions that are being asked are very open-ended questions that are like I have videos on it on YouTube already. Let's make sure that if you guys are going to ask questions, that they're questions that I've not already answered before or that are not already covered in the course. And that they have some reason. So like, what do I think about JNUG? Like, give me some insight on why you see value in JNUG, and then I'll give you some insight on what I think about it. I think it has to be like, you give me your 2 cents, I'll give you mine. Not just, Ricky, what do you think? What do you think? What do you think? Because that doesn't make sense, right? Like, it's a learning experience, back and forth. Let's share ideas. And you could tell me what you think about it, tag me at Ricky, and then be like, thoughts. And that would make much more sense. Which hole? Again, I mean, it's the ETF itself that truly matters, but I'm a technical trader, so I'm going to trade most likely based off of patterns. But what really matters most, the ETF itself, because it doesn't always follow exactly what, like, let's say natural gas is doing. It's a, there's a correlation, but it's not always exact. Okay, let's check that out. Thank you again, Don. Okay, so PPL is showing signs of an uptrend, 180-day analysis. Okay, I like this one. Very consistent uptrend pattern, bouncing off the SMA line. It tends to get pretty good distance away from the line. Today's the first green day, right, of this really happening. What I'm thinking of this as is like when it was selling off, like right around here, when it pushed up and then sold off and then had one green day and then pulled back to the EMA line and then continued its uptrend, right? There's like a lot of consistency here. I think that it can go back up to above 32. But one thing that I'm not afraid to do is to simply give it a little bit more time. It had a really nice push up, but it makes sense on why it can continue to push up and then pull back and then, slowly uptrend after that. If we look at the 1 day, 1 minute chart, we could see that it's overbought, overextended, due for a pullback, and there's nothing wrong with that. It just means that we have to watch it maybe a little bit closer. Whoa, the stream is coming offline. Okay, sounds good. It looks like we might have lost some of you with that little glitch. I do apologize. I'm not too sure if it's gonna... Okay. Okay, so it looks like it changed for some people and it didn't change for others, so, okay. Yeah, but I do see that it's consistently showing signs of an uptrend. It's just a little bit more on the overbought side, waiting for a pullback. And then on the 180-day chart, looking at previous patterns, you could see that when it's pushed up above the EMA line after it sold off, it pushed up and then it pulled back, consolidated, and then really started to rally. So I wouldn't be so quick to jump the gun. I think, it's a stock that it's going to take time to continue to make higher highs unless there's this like huge catalyst that will drive the price up. But I think, confidently we can wait for a nice little uptrend. So we can simply wait for that. But yeah, thank you again for this. And I'll add this under the pending reversal watch list. I don't think I have it there. So, oh shoot. Okay, you guys are YouTubers at decay. Why have they? That is correct. Yes, the leveraged ETFs. Has Ricky taken a position? Yes, I am in in ticker symbol UGAS. So I took the position during pre-market hours. I'm still just holding. It had a really nice push up. I was up about $1,400. I've been trading again all during pre-market hours, so I was only up like 300 on that open position, and then it sold off. So I'm probably down quite a bit as of right now, but I could see a lot of consolidation happening right here, right around that like 160, 161 area. So I'm just trying to give it a little bit more time to reverse. And the reason that I feel so confident about it is it was just above 470 a couple hours ago. So I just think it needs a little bit more time to change its direction, and then kind of go off of there. If I see it continuously making lower lows, I can cut losses and, move away from that. But ultimately, I think the risk is worth the reward. So that's why I feel confident in doing it. If you don't feel confident doing it, please do not trade it. There's nothing wrong with watching, and if you watch, you could potentially learn something. And I think that's definitely a beautiful thing about this. So SQQQ just broke about 1466. Nice. Get yourself some coffee, man. That doesn't work for me. I never drink coffee. Coffee makes me just all jittery. You guys know me. I'm always like super happy and super hyped. Coffee just makes me feel like even more tired. Okay, I like that, Don. Thank you. Oh, why is so early today, Ricky? I don't know. I saw natural gas pushing up. It felt like the same feeling that I had on Friday. And I couldn't sleep. I tried going back to sleep. I was on Instagram and I was just like, screw it. I'm just going to start trading. And it played out well for me. So, yeah. Yep, I like that. Justin Larson, you're right on the dollar. What's going on, my dude? Biscuit for the biscuit. Holy moly. For those that are wondering like how long I've been trading right here, just to let you guys know, I've been trading long enough that I have like my blanket right here, because I came over like super early in the morning just trading for this. So yeah, it's been fun. Thank you. Do you have time to check TZA? Of course. Okay, so TZA definitely showing signs of an uptrend on the day. It looks a little bit on the overextended side. Looks like it's reacting pretty nicely to that middle VWAP. Okay. As of right now, I think it's still trying to identify its direction, if it's going to make lower lows or if it's going to try to pick right back up. It made lower highs last time, so that would give me an indication that maybe it might still continue to sell off. So just something that we have to follow up with. So yeah. So Ricky, don't forget Disca, LOL. That was under our Sunday stock talk, right? Okay. Yeah, Disca, it's still selling off though. So no signs of an uptrend there. Can you trade during pre-market hours while paper trading? Yes. I do want to let you guys know that for all those that were like asking, how I have a video in the course that like shows you guys how to like trade during pre-market hours. But on top of that, if it's something that, again, it's super quick, so I just click like my buy order, right? So we can click edit or just get to the page where you click buy and it shows something like this. The only thing that if you're trading during extended hours, so that's pre-market hours or during aftermarket hours, I want to let you guys know, for those that don't know, to put into perspective, the market opens at 7:30 a.m. here in Arizona Mountain Standard Time as of right now. Pre-market hours that I can trade openly through TD Ameritrade is 5 a.m. So 2.5 hours before the market opens, I can trade. I can begin to trade. The thing, very quickly, during pre-market hours, very low volume. You have to buy with limit orders, and you have to be very careful that, again, because there's low volume, sometimes it's difficult to get filled on either the buy or the sell. Something that you want to take into consideration. So again, you put your buy, all this stuff kind of stays the same. The only thing that you have to change is instead of day, you just put EXT. That's all. It's that simple. So yeah. But yeah, so I like that, Ali. Thank you. You cannot trade pre-market hours on paper trading. I don't know why you wouldn't be able to. You should be able to, and if not, you can call the T-Day Trade rep and see if they could change that for you. Hey, what's going on, Caesar? What's up? What's up? May I ask why you are not trading options? I just don't like. Why don't I don't know. Trade Forex. I just don't. It's just not. Why don't I trade crypto? I just don't. Cut losses on you guys. No, it's still consolidating. If anything, I would sell some of my shares. I would not. There's no break of pattern. It's still, again, like during pre-market hours, all it was doing was bouncing right around this 160 area. Do you see this? Multiple times. So why would I cut losses when there's no break of pattern? Is it because I bought in at a higher price point? That was my mistake. I bought in at a much higher price when I could cut losses to try to get in for a better price point, but I'm not going to cut losses because, oh man, it's not going according to my plan. That was my mistake. And that's something that I probably should make a video about, the psychology behind that, when you're like, you enter and then it sells off and then you're like, dang it, I have to cut losses because I'm losing, right? It's like, I choose to cut losses when there's a break of pattern because the value that I originally saw value in is no longer there, the pattern, right? But my pattern that I see value in is still there. I called it out from when I first started going live and it's still there. It was just my entry point that sucked. That's my fault. That's 100% my fault. That just means that the slingshot approach where I build all my margin of profit, I sucked at that with this entry. I should have locked in profit as soon as the market opened. I got greedy. Easiest way to put it. So, yeah, I have heard about that, Valentin. So unfortunately, we are no longer allowed to trade ETFs if we are a Europe citizen. I have heard about that, right? So I think it was when I went to Germany and then I went to go visit Pascal. Pascal is actually a member within our Learn Plan Profit community. And he told me that a lot of people in Europe trade certificates, something like that, right? But yeah, so there's still a lot of stocks as of right now. Again, we're simply following a pattern, right? When it comes down to like why I see value on you guys. You can try to Google search. Maybe this might be something like Google search natural gas companies and see if there's a correlation between the patterns of those companies and how natural gas is trading. That might be something that might be interesting to look into. Contracts. Oh yeah, certificate. I said certificates, but they're contracts. Have you ever shorted a stock? No. Ricky, why don't you short stocks? I just don't. Come visit in the Virgin Islands. That sounds expensive to get there. I'm a broke college student. What is the top resistance on EGAS? Well, what I've seen is right around when it pushes above 170. So when it gets around 170, it's generally a little bit more on the overbought side. So not so much of a good deal. You can come visit in Missouri. It's way less than the Virgin Islands. That is hilarious. I don't know what there's to do in Missouri, Don. I literally don't know what there is to do in Missouri. Your advice on trading $10 has really helped me being confident. I love that. I'm now one step closer to, wow. I absolutely love that. Thank you again so much for sharing that with me. I don't know if you guys know what he's talking about, but like, is you guys making a reversal? Again, I don't think so. Not right now. Again, let's give it more time. Let's not be so quick. Market just opened about 28 minutes ago. We have hours. Let's be patient. But so I've told you before nothing. Don, there's real estate to sell in Missouri, right? So that's good. So what I want to talk about is like we've talked about it multiple times before. So like this concept of buying one share. So many people as they're just getting started are like, if you're struggling, if you're really getting discouraged, if you're struggling to like trade because you're very emotional, managing your risk, You don't want to paper trade, anything like that. We called it, it's not necessarily like $10, that was just an example, but we called it like the one share test buy. So what that means is if you're really trying to refine yourself, improve yourself as a trader, to remove the complete like emotional aspect of trading is to simply buy one share. And again, we're not talking about buying one share of like $1,000 company, is just one share of like, let's say even this, yes, it's $163. That's pricey, right? But again, if you have like $1,000 in your account and you're trading with Robinhood and you really want to refine yourself as a better trader, just imagine removing the monetary aspect, because when you buy one share, it's not really to make money. It's to prove to yourself that you can buy it and sell it for more. That's the test. That's what you should be focusing on. It removes the monetary aspect of trading and helps you focus solely on buying it for a good deal and selling it for more. It allows you to become more focused on what you should be, the pattern, the value, the margin of profit, the risk management. Because if you're down even like, let's say 10%, so that would be around $16 on this, out of $1,000 account that you might have and you took one share and you're down $16, and that's where your stop loss should be, because you don't, and that's even pretty high. But let's say you want to manage your risk always at like 3%, you're not going to hesitate to cut losses at 3% of a $100 stock. You're going to be quick. And that will implement and instill good values and good trade ethics, I think. So, yeah. And just think about it this way. And I know this is a funny concept, but for all those that like aggressively approach the stock market and are losing their butts, right? And that are trying to like risk it to make the biscuit or to get the biscuit and trying to grow their accounts, but then they end up losing money. Even if you buy one share of a good quality stock and you're just practicing and trading it, and you sell it 6 months later and you sell it for profit and make $2, you've learned so much. And on top of that, you still grew your account. Something that all these other people didn't do when they took a loss. So yes, you barely grew your account, and it's obviously not for the monetary aspect, but to think about it, you didn't lose any money. And that's something that you can pat yourself in the back for. So how much are you down right now? I am not looking at the amount that I'm down right now. Again, because if I see the dollar value, oh, there it goes. It's actually now breaking below that 160 support. So if it continues to make lower lows, I will have to end up starting to sell some of my shares. So, but if I were to look at the dollar amount that I was down, I would probably be a little bit more emotional than what I am right now. So just trying to remove the emotional aspect of it and not even like allowing myself to pay attention to it. So based off of previous patterns, there was a general support right around this, like, what was it, 1445, 145 area. It's still consolidating around this area. As of right now, it is making lower lows. So I just wanted to give it a little bit more time to see if it would change its direction. It looked like right as the market opened, like it was going to change, and then just began to sell off. So I think just with overall volatility, really sent it down. So okay, that's a good question. So like Serge, right? I don't know if that's how you pronounce your name, but I do apologize if I pronounce it incorrectly. But how do you do a better job executing your initial plan when it comes to seeing the general direction? I keep selling before I planned on. There's nothing wrong with that. If there's a reason that you're selling because there's, the RSI is overextended or the MACD is starting to curl back down, or the EMA line is starting to point down, there's nothing wrong with that. And also maybe you're a little bit too emotional when it comes down to trading. So you're locking in profits maybe too quickly. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. I'd much rather you do that than not lock in profits at all. One thing that I could encourage you to maybe test out is to reduce the amount of money that you're trading with. So if you're solely just trading with one share, again, you're doing the one share test buy, you're going to be less, concerned about how aggressive or how much money it is, right? You're going to try to fulfill and stay according to your plan. And then you can see, hey, is it worth continuing to hold where I wanted to sell? Or is it better just to lock in profits like I was? So it allows you to test it. And I think that's what's so important, that as time goes on, there's so much that you have to practice. And I know it's a learning experience, but trust me, with good time, you will learn and you will develop yourself as a good trader. Of course, Serge. Alrighty. Okay, so bought you guys, and I want to cut losses, but I don't have any day trades left. Again, that's something that we've talked about in the course. Every time before you take a position, if you're under the PDT rule, to be aware where the PDT rule stands within your account. That's just basic knowledge. It's something that you have to make sure that you hold yourself accountable for. I'm sorry for that, but yeah. I don't know how you're keeping it calm. I don't know. I'm not trying to focus on, again, like if I had just one share invested in you guys, I feel like I would be even more calm, right? But I know how much I have, and I know roughly how much I'm down. And again, like, yes, it is like, oh shoot, but again, the risk is worth it. I know it is. So in my eyes. And again, just like I had a good day on Friday, I could have a red day today. I built myself a big enough cushion today where it probably won't be as red, but it's a risk that I'm willing to take. Do you have a real estate course, or do you have future plans for a real estate course? I do not. Nope, not me. I learned everything that I do from like real estate agents. That's why I think that you can just get in contact with a real estate agent and just start asking good questions. And like with like a stock, like learning how to invest in the stock market, you can't just call, like no one has access, not a lot of people do, to like stock traders, right? That they're more rare. And but everyone has access to like either real estate investors, someone that does it in their family, or real estate agents. They're all asking for your business. So just reach out to them and ask the right questions. See someone that's motivated, see if it's someone that you want to work with, and have them set up a plan for you to buy your first house or to buy your first investment property, and kind of go with that. Graham Stephan has a real estate course. He has a real estate course on how to become a good real estate agent. Graham Stephan's like one of my good friends. So I hang out with him every time that I'm in LA. Amazing guy. I ask him a lot of advice when it comes down to like property. So one of the real estate agents that I talked about in my video yesterday that I cross-reference and verify if it's a good deal or not, he's one of them. Amazing guy. He just doesn't have a course on that, but I'm sure he could answer any questions that you might have. Hey Ricky, could you explain what are red days? I keep hearing about. So red days mean that like you took a loss. So that's what a red day means. Like green days, it's just a reference of like green, money, red, you took an L, right? So how it looks on the P&L. No. Have I invested in a consider tax lien property? No. I've invested in a foreclosed home, and then 2 condos, and then the house that I bought next door, which was a conventional loan and a normal traditional sell, and then this house, which is a normal traditional sell. Here we go. You guys trying to pick back up. Its overall direction is still down. I'm telling you that the direction is down on you guys, and I'm someone that's invested in it. So again, like if you see value and you see value in the pattern, great, all power to you. But just know that it's trading between the middle and bottom VWAP. So don't be afraid to not trade it. Have you read Rich Dad Poor Dad? No, but I've heard a lot of good things about it. Like the video, everyone. Oh, thanks, Laura. Appreciate that. I deleted my trailing stop, my OCO trailing stop on the chart. So how do I get that back? I think you have to cancel your entire order and then place the OCO bracket order again. Have you heard about velocity banking to pain? No, I have not. Do you use a stop loss anymore? Conservatively, I do use a stop loss when I'm away from my computer, or sometimes even like if I'm trading pretty emotionally, then I'll just put a stop loss to implement it. But I have not been really hesitant all morning, and I feel very confident today. So. Adam, what's total spam? Was it something that someone said? So, Ricky, your entire business follows Rich Dad, Poor Dad. Oh, wow. Okay. I heard he was just a very conservative investor. Sigfredo. What was that? Oh, okay. So you're saying velocity, whatever bank or whatever is spam. Okay. Locked in 1.4% on Diaz, and I'm walking away. Following the plan, Ricky. Thank you. Oh man, I like that. 1.4% green on the week. I like this. I appreciate that, Gregor. Thank you. Yeah, no, definitely. And again, it wasn't anything that I was like, oh, diversify your portfolio. Like, oh, it's like what everyone else says. It wasn't anything like that. It's like I was genuinely interested in buying my first house. So I did it. And then I like cars. So then I invested in that. And then I love trading stocks. So then I invest in this. And then I created different businesses because I like it. So it all just happened with time and because I just wanted to do things that I liked. So. All right. Ricky, apart from Warren Buffett, who do you consider as some of your mentors? I wouldn't really consider like Warren Buffett as a mentor. Like I've never spoken to him, and I'm sure he doesn't know who I am. It's just someone that I've idolized, right? I think a lot of us could probably relate. I look up to certain qualities of these people, right? Like Mark Zuckerberg, what's it called? Elon Musk. They're just people that like have. I look up to anybody that has provided value to the masses, regardless if it's something that I directly see value in it. I see so much value in the way that they like found a solution. That's what I find interesting. I genuinely like Elon Musk because I like cars and he likes cars and he likes rockets, and I think that's pretty cool. But I find every story interesting as long as like how they figured and created a solution, because it all sounds like just so easy, right? Like they found a solution for something so simple and then they just created it. It's, I think, such a beautiful thing. So Ricky, what does it mean to trade emotionally? So it's like I don't know how to explain it, but it's, to put into perspective, it's like if you're gonna buy a car and it's a car that I don't know what you're in, like really what you really like, if it's cars, if it's shoes, if it's clothes, but let's say like your whole idea was like to only buy stuff if it was a good deal. And now putting it into perspective, let's say that there's these shoes or this car that you just like absolutely love, and you know that you should only buy it if it's a good deal, but the people just won't budge on the price, but you still buy it at a super high price. That's emotionally buying. Same thing when it comes down to stocks. FOMO, right? Fear of missing out. It's showing signs of an uptrend. It's overbought. It's not a good deal, but it just continues to make higher highs. Everything is telling you not to buy it, but then you still buy it, and then it ends up selling off as soon as you do. That was an emotional buy. Or when it's selling off, you don't cut losses. You know you should. There's a break-if pattern, and you just don't. But you're emotional about it because you don't want to lose. LOL. Some of these questions people ask, it's all good. Do you pay taxes quarterly? I do. And you're supposed to once you, I'm not, I don't want to talk about taxes, but yeah, you can speak to a tax specialist about it. So did you, I didn't. 2008 Turner Super Lagara. Sweet. I'll check it out. Thank you, Laura. Man, you're all up to date with these cars. Ooh, I like that. So let my emotions trade for me on you guys this morning, but still locked in 4% profit. How do you manage anxiety? You manage the variables of it. So I don't know how to manage like actual anxiety. I'm not a specialist in that. But when it comes down to trading, like what variables are making you anxious? You're trading certain type of stocks, the dollar amount that you're trading with, your experience, your confidence, and then work with each one. Write certain things down that were variables in that, and then work on improving it. That's simple. Again, like there's not always just like this quick solution for these things. You have to practice it. So identify like what you could be doing better, practice it, see, don't just be like, oh, I'm going to do this and then that's going to work. No, you practice it, see if it works, and then refine it. It takes time. Whose birthday is it? Let's see. Where? Wait, whose birthday is it? Jeffrey? That's not my birthday. Well, Jeffrey, happy birthday. Jeffrey was like, mine. And happy belated birthday to, I saw someone else. Mine is this Friday. Jason, happy early birthday. Sweet. Happy to have you guys part of the team. Reiki, can you take a look at LBU? Yeah. Sweet. Let's check it out. We're just past the 45-minute mark. I know you guys want me to leave the live stream. You're like, I don't want to keep looking at this Dingleberry Rick. He sucks. He's not good. Dingleberry. Continuous making lower lows, lower highs as well. Overall direction. Look at the SMA line. Obvious downtrend. I would just not force it. Let's be patient. Let's be selective. If you want to day trade it, all power to you. But even as a day trade, it's selling off so aggressively right now. It just wouldn't make sense. So, yeah, someone said your birthday. No, my birthday is, can anyone guess when my birthday is? Let's see how many true OG TechBud members we got here. Let's see. When is my birthday? And also, no, my birthday's not today. Oh, shoot. There is one person that got it. I'm genuinely surprised. I don't even know how you guys would know it. Yeah, people can look on Facebook. That's true. Thank you, Laura. Yeah, January 2nd. Nice. I feel so special. Nice. My birthday's tomorrow. Edwin, happy early birthday. I like it. I'm going to answer a couple open-ended questions. We'll do a recap on overall directions for stocks that are showing signs of an uptrend, just to make sure that we end it on a green note, or on the right note. And then I wanted to answer, I've been getting a lot of questions about doing like a mastermind or something like an in-person training. I don't plan on hosting one anytime soon. It's not something like I've been invited to multiple like events, and it's usually just because they want to, I don't even know if they really know who it is that I am, but they know that I have a large enough following on social media where it comes down to like YouTube and stuff like that, and they want me to promote the mastermind. The only reason that I spoke at the other event was because it was the Build Your Empire event, and I know Casey. Casey's one of my good friends. I feel comfortable being a part of that. And yeah, other than that, it's not until I get the TechBud Solutions headquarters that I would even consider the idea. I feel like that would be a good like launch. Be like, I'll offer like not even a mastermind or anything like that. I think that's all like I would just want to be able to meet you guys in person. And I would like to wait until the TechBuds HQ is established. Again, there's no update as of right now, but it's definitely something that I'm really looking forward to. But holy crap, look at you guys. How many of you guys have gotten in? How many of you guys have gotten in? Come on, you guys. Holy moly, it's Jason Bourne. Look at this. This thing is now trending up. Okay. Okay, you guys. I see you. Okay. I'm in with on you guys on 8 shares. I like it. Don't be afraid to lock in profits. If you guys are up, don't be like Dingleberry Rick. Again, let me be an example. I should have locked in profits when it was at 179. Don't be afraid to lock in profits if you don't feel comfortable. If you feel comfortable and you're okay, again, ask yourself, if you're down in about 5 minutes and it goes back down to 160, how are you going to feel? Are you not going to be okay? If you're not going to be okay, again, always think about how you're going to feel. If you're going to lock in profits right now, all power to you. Be empowered to stay green. Be empowered to lock in profits. Be empowered to grow your account. Don't discourage yourself. I'm writing this to 200. Oh my goodness. Hey, if you're okay with writing it to 200, but just as much as it could go to 200, it could drop down to 100. If you're okay with that, all power to you. Right? I can't. I'm no one to say, wow, that was a dumb investment. Like, if that was a risk that you're willing to take, you got to risk it to get the biscuit, right? If it plays out according to your plan and you end up making what you do, then that was, an aggressive risk and you earned it. But if you take that loss, you earned that thing too. So let's make sure that we think about both sides of the spectrum. Boom, 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 boom. I'm actually pretty energized for not getting much sleep. But watch, after this live stream, I'm going to be so dead. Like, you guys pump me up, and I'm just like, oh, like, I'm going to kill it today. Have an amazing day. I killed it with trading. Let's go. And then I just get up, I walk into my living room, and then I'm just like, I'm so tired. I'm so tired. I should have slept. But it's a blast being able to spend time with you guys. It's a blessing. I sold now, and now I have FOMO. You're good. You sold at a good price point. This thing could pull back. This thing could pull back. How much profit? I don't want to look at it. I want to wait. I like the direction right now. Alrighty. Again, we're getting really close to this potential middle VWAP. Let's not be afraid to lock in profits. It's still trading in between the middle and bottom VWAP. So if you're okay with being here, just understand that it could make lower lows and be down here, and then calculate how much you'll be down and ask yourself, would you rather lock in profits here and maybe get back in later, or not lock in profit? You could be up, but also you could be down, right? That percentage. So just be okay. Have a reason and be okay of the risk that you're taking. Be aware. If you're aware, if you're knowledgeable about, or if you're aware of like what you're taking, then all power to you. Okay, so ticker symbol SQQQ. SQQQ. Yeah, showing signs of an uptrend. Still trending up. I like it. JNUG, trending up. DWT, it was trending up. It did pull back. We'll see how it goes. LABU, selling off. LABD is trending up. DRIP, trending up but pulled back. We'll see how the direction goes. Currently pending. Currently pending for you guys as well. We'll have to follow up. LABD, nice uptrend, overbought. Don't be afraid to lock in profits. And let's see. What stock is showing signs of an uptrend as of right now? Down 4%. Ooh-wee. Down 6%. Dang. Yeko? Yeah, but this is a pump and dump. Yeah, no. Stay away from this. Or you do it as you please, but I would stay away from it. BAC, I like that. So this is Bank of America, yeah. So BAC is up on the day, selling off. Let's see if it recovers. I like that. NUGT, that's not a stock, that's a ETF. Don't try to trick me. HZNP. Here we go. Yep, definitely up on the day. Let's see how it's been trading. Okay, it's a little bit on the overbought side, but it's still up, so good one on that. Tesla is up on the day. Wholly overbought, over not a good deal. Wholly just sell, right? Super overbought. I would lock in profits. It's just a little scary. That would give me anxiety, like just looking at that and having like $30,000 in that. Yeah, not something that I would feel very comfortable with. ESV, oversold, still pending a reversal. Again, it's up on the day. Great. Still day trade though. PNC. Joshua, what is going on, Josh? So PNC, why is this one that I think someone talked about it, right? Actually, PNC was the one that Warren Buffett invested in, if I'm not mistaken, right? PNC, right? I'm not too sure. Consistent downtrend, still showing signs of it trending up kind of, but it's kind of showing signs of a peak formation. So I think it could sell off before it continues to uptrend. But yeah. I'd like to see you drive a Tesla. I know, Tesla should give me a free car. Just kidding. Maybe once I make $40,000 trading Tesla, I'll buy one with the profits. But until then, I like my combustion cars. I like the noises that they make. I'm like a little kid with that. So yeah, I like the uptrend. It's definitely down on the day. So it's not trending up on the day. So FTR. Okay, FTR definitely still a day trade. It's an active downtrend. It's green on the day, great, but it's still down overall. So again, out of all the stocks that we've broken down, which are the ones that are showing signs of an uptrend? It was ticker symbol Tesla. It was ticker symbol is WTI. No, WTI is down. What was it? PNC? No, that was down. How's GE doing? GE is up, but active downtrend, so I'd be scared of that. CROX has been consistent. How's that doing? Down. It's overbought. Wow, holy overbought. Oh, here we go. No, Disca is also red on the day. Yeah, so a lot of stocks are oversold. Down on the day. So again, if there's no stocks that are playing according to your plan and you can't trade ETFs, hold out. Watch the market, take a day off, set your alerts, and follow up with it. That's simple. So let's do this. For all those that actually find a stock that is showing signs of an uptrend today and showing signs of an uptrend in the past 5 days, feel free to share it in the group alerts for Learn Plan Profit, and then just make sure that you post it in the checker call out format. But let's keep it simple. So can you guys see my bags under my eyes? Okay. Yeah, and I need to eat a lot healthier. I don't know if you guys follow me on Instagram, but I ate ramen noodles, Doritos with tahini, and Valentina for all my Mexican friends or Hispanic people, and then also Pepsi. It was the most unhealthy meal that I've had in a while, but yeah, it was pretty good until like an hour after. My stomach really hurt, and it's been hurting all morning. So no cucumbers. Yeah, so I need to eat definitely a lot healthier, something that I'll have to work a little bit more on. So sleep and eating healthy. So you hit the gym. I did not yesterday. No, I want to say I was too busy, but there's definitely times where I could have hit the gym. Dude, that's going to catch up to you. I know. I'm joking around about it, and I hope you guys know that I'm just joking about it, but like definitely need to treat my diet and treat take care of myself a little bit more. I really do appreciate like all the times that you guys message me and letting me know that I need to take care of myself. It really means a lot to me, and I know I need to. Sometimes I'm just a little stubborn with that, but yeah, thank you guys again so much for your time. We're about to hit that 1 hour mark for this live stream. It was an amazing time just hanging out with you guys and talking about stocks. I hope that it's something that empowered you. You learned something new. You wrote a couple notes down. You could rewatch this. It's going to be in the morning live chat library within the Learn Plan Profit channel. So let's again focus on direction. Let's focus on what's trending up. Let's lock in those profits, and let's have an understanding of like what we're doing. So just have a reason understand the risk, manage your risk, and let's take action. So let's lock in those profits, team. Thank you guys again for your time. Continue working hard, continue following your dreams. Let your passion be what drives your success. And like always, let's make sure that we end the year on a green note. Boom, boom, boom. All right, take it easy, guys.